Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and easy. It's the red button that's right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also a bell that's beside that subscribe button. And what that is, it's called the notification bell. And I recommend that you press it because what will happen is YouTube will send you one email notifying you that I just uploaded a brand new video. And I like using that feature for the simple reason that when it shows up in your inbox through your emails, the picture and the title of the video is there. And if you press on the picture, it acts like a shortcut and it takes you directly to the video. I enjoy using it, so I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about it as well. So that's what that bell is beside that button. All right, today is a little bit different. I placed an order on elf.com. Elf, if you put your email address in and things like that, a lot of times they run fantastic deals where they give you free product or free shipping, things like that. So I've had my eye on that new Elf primer. That is the mattifying primer. And I have already purchased in the past the other Elf primer, which is the Putty primer that was supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha primer. And I'm not overly in love with this putty type of primer, but as soon as I saw a matte one, it was something that I had to have. I'm a combo girl and I wanted to try that. So I also fell in love with the Camo Concealer from Elf. And then they came out, which I love and I have no problems with, but then they came out with a hydrating one. So I figured, you know what, if they run a deal where there's some free shipping, I think I'll order those two items because this primer is only $8 and the hydrating concealer is about $6. I went to a couple of drugstores to try to find the matte putty primer and this hydrating concealer, and they're impossible to find right now on the retail shelves. So I don't know if it's something that's newly introduced or something like that, but I did see something on Instagram about it and it stuck in my head when I saw an email coming down from Elf that they were offering free shipping. I figured I would give that a try. So this fantastic box came from Elf. I just took off our label because underneath that was the packing slip and the invoice, and when I went to take it off, the whole box came apart. But it was really a completely different corrugated box where you literally pulled a tab and then it opened up and then opened up again, and it was almost like what do they call it, origami type of box, and then you opened up inside and all the items were in there. So I thought that was really interesting and I wanted to show that to you guys. So the deal that I got ended up being even better. They said if you spend $15 plus the free freight was automatic, but they also were going to give you a choice of an eyeshadow palette that you can add on to your order. So it was screaming at me every which way that I should just place the order, and so I did. So all of this that I'm going to be showing you today cost me around $15. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is just showing you what I ended up purchasing, as well as we're going to see together if there's a big difference between the matte and the original that it came in. They also had a luminous one, and for me, the luminous, if I want anything more luminous, I use highlighter or I use a setting spray that has the dewy finish. I didn't think I'd want that because I'm a combo girl underneath my makeup, so that it would be too, I think I would start looking more oilier before I became oily, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm going to open up this one. You can see this is one that I already owned, so you can see the little marks in there from my fingers. And then this is the brand new one, and there is a color difference. This one has more of that pinkier tone and this has a white. So I'm going to place this one first, and then I'm going to show you the Tatcha one, which I have in a smaller version. And because the big version of this, oh God, oh, it's a turn, this is a putty here. So I got this in a kit and I never ended up using it. I always have it in my kit and I never grab it. But what we're going to do today is we're going to test all three and see if I can even just feel a difference. So this has a real creamy consistency. This is the original. This was the one that was supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha. So if you can see, if it shows up on the screen, because primers are hard to show you guys, but it just feels very, you don't feel it sinking into the skin. It feels like it's sitting on top of the skin, and it feels a little bit, to me, silicone-y, but not moisturizing. So I'm going to take a little bit of this one and see if I feel a difference. This one feels a little bit creamier. You know what? Let me keep this guy open so I can show you. I keep sticking my nail into it, I apologize. This one here is the Tatcha, and this one here is the e.l.f. So they look pretty similar, but the e.l.f. one seems to be, to me, a little more moisturizing, where I find the Tatcha one goes on a little denser, I think, if that's the word I can use. But at the end of the day, when you see them both on your skin, they both look absolutely identical. So now let's try the new puppy, and that is the matte one. This one also still feels very creamy, but look how much I'm trying to put on my finger, and you're not really seeing anything on my hand, but you definitely feel it on the, oh there, let me crunch it down a little. There, so I got a little bigger dollop, but let's take a little bit off and put it on. It feels like the same consistency, but not as moisturizing. I definitely think that will work on helping the oils far more than the other one. Yeah, you can definitely feel a difference. So that's exciting. That's going to be something that I'm going to be using. All right, the next item is one that I love and I highly recommend. This is their e.l.f. 16-hour Camo and the concealer. The one that I got is in light sand, so I ordered the same color in the hydrating one. So this is the matte one. I'm just going to put it over here so you guys can see the color. So that for me works great. And the color in the tube looks a little lighter than what comes out on my hand. So like I said, this is light sand, and that is in the normal one that was out. I've been enjoying it, but then they came out with this hydrating one. Oh, and just so you know, when you purchase these, they come in full retail packaging. So this matte one came in like this, and what it said about it, it says it's a mattifying skin perfecting putty primer. It has a velvety texture, velvety, that was a better word. That's the best word. Texture that glides effortlessly over the skin, smoothing over imperfection. It's infused with coolant clay and a white charcoal to help absorb excess oil, and it will act like a grip makeup for all day wear. The results will be a smooth, poreless, shine-free, matte complexion. And they simply say to apply a thin amount onto clean, moisturized skin prior to your makeup. Allow it to set for 30 seconds before applying your foundation. So I'm really, really excited to give that a try. All right, so now the concealer also comes in a retail package. And this is the hydrating one. And it's saying camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage, hydrating, long wearing concealer. The directions are to use the wand to apply the concealer to the desired areas and pat out gently with your finger or a sponge for a smooth blend. I usually blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Okay, so this is the hydrating one, and it also has that fantastic large wand. I'm gonna put it right beside it. And like I said, oh, I ordered it in the exact same color. I ordered it in light sand. This seems to have more of a peachy undertone. And and they even look different on the outside bottles too. So this is the one that I'm used to using, and this is the one that is the hydrating one. I'm really surprised. I mean, it's the same company, and yet the colors are completely different. All right, well, I will play with it, but if you're going to buy it online and you purchased the light sand in the regular one, I would go down a color. I'm going to write to them and see what they would recommend, because that is completely different. I mean, it's really peachy. All right, so, all right, peachy's not so bad because peachy helps camouflage some dark circles, but I might use it under and not over my foundation. So I'll play and figure it out, but I'll see what the difference is between the hydrating one and the other one. They feel very similar to me, so it really will take me playing with it to see what the difference is, but to me they look very similar. I don't know if they do to you guys as well. If any of you have tried both, I would love you to leave in the comments down below if you found a difference. And if you were light sand, did you choose the same color, or what was the color you would recommend to go down to get one similar to the light sand in the original camo? All right, so they also had on sale this product that was called the Lip Lock Crayon in clear. That's what this item looks like here. And what it says here, it is to help prevent your lipstick and your lip gloss as a liner for feathering or smudging. Its colorless formula works well with any skin tone and will help fill in the fine lines around the lips. It says if you twist up the crayon, there's no sharpening required, and it will trace the area outside your natural lip line prior to the lip color application. So I ended up getting this because I think it was like $1 away, and this was reduced to, I think, $1 or just over $1. But I thought it would be a great idea because in the summertime, I like wearing lip glosses, and sometimes you don't want to put on the lip liner. So I figured this would be a lot of fun, and like I said, it ended up being $1 to get me to the $15, which would get me the free eyeshadow. So that's where I picked that up. The eyeshadow that I picked, there were a choice of 3. Some were very nude. I have a lot of e.l.f. palettes. This one was one that I've never had, so I wanted to definitely give it a shot. The colors look nice. There was no real description on anything on it, so I was really excited to see what I was going to get. So on here it just says it is called the Velvet Touch Eyeshadow Palette in Island Breeze. And the box says, this soft velvety eyeshadow provides radiant color with a dewy finish. It is a mix of satin and shimmery hues, which will create dynamic dimension on the lids. It's light like a powder, but melts into the skin like a cream and allows you to build customized color from sheer to bold. The directions are simple. They say use your fingertip to gently tap on the eyeshadow or a brush to glide on the color. Choose a light color and apply it all over the eyelid as a base or to highlight. Next, apply the medium shade in the crease to contour, then apply the darkest shade in the, okay, it's telling you how to apply it. So that's everything here. And there also is a mirror in this. This is how cute the compact is, which I think is really nice. And I'm going to, because there's a mirror in here, it also has the e.l.f. Safety Shield. And I'm just going to place this over the mirror so I don't blind you guys. And that is what the colors look like here. So we'll just do some quick swatches and then that'll be it. Okay, so they feel very different. This one, this one here, I don't want to blind you guys. The peachier one is definitely a cream. The white one that's beside it feels very velvety, but not as creamy as the one that's right beside it. That's really unique. Okay, the next 2 in the middle, this whole e.l.f. thing has been a major surprise. Yeah, these feel like creams. They do not feel like powders. Maybe that is why the colors are gorgeous, but they are definitely they're definitely creams. So it did not say that at all in the description. I am not a cream girl, but it feels almost like the ones that are on the right side really feel creamier. These feel a lot creamier than these do. So, and like I said, on the website, I really didn't see much information on this, but yeah, these feel more powdery and these definitely feel more creamy. But now they feel drier now that they're on. So it might be a cream to powder type of product. And maybe that's why they're saying to use your fingertips as well as a brush, but definitely have a lot to play with here. So this has been more of a mystery box based on what I'm getting in here. So this ended up being free, but I think it's more of a cream to powder type of eyeshadows, which will be new for me to use. So that's a new find. The product that I really wanted, I think, is going to be the one that's going to be a winner. So I'm very, very excited about that. The one that's confusing me the most is the hydrating concealer. So like I said, light sand in the regular camo and light sand in the hydrating are completely two different shades. So I will definitely look on the website to see. That was like, I didn't even check to see. I just assumed same company would have the same colors in both. So I will definitely see that. But like I said, if you could leave me a comment down below if you've tried the hydrating one, if you found a difference, and what color did you choose in your hydrating? Was it different than the regular camo concealer? So anyways, I wanted to share that with you because I thought it was a great, great deal, and want you guys to keep your eyes open for the e.l.f. Cosmetic website, because like I said, they run a lot of these sales where they give you free freight, but free freight over and then an additional purchase of $15 and you get a free eyeshadow palette, I think is great. And this wasn't the only eyeshadow palette. It was a choice between 3. I just chose this one. So definitely check out their website. I think I could definitely recommend very, very highly the concealer. And if you're having, like I did, trouble finding it in your local drugstores, that's a good place to get it. It also came pretty quickly. I think it arrived in under a week and beautifully packaged like I showed you. So I think it was a win-win in that sense. So I will be playing, but like I said, if you guys could leave some comments down below in reference to the concealer colors, that would help me out and I would appreciate it very much. All right, once again, thank you for finding my channel. Thank you for spending some time with me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying my content, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.